I know it's frustrating to look at 12-2 and then a 4-3 loss to Wisconsin and not panic right away, but Oklahoma hasn't run through the Mary Nutter undefeated since 2012. Mm-hmm. So it's never an easy trip to go make. And the year they won the national championship, I think Michigan put like 14 on them. So I'm not going to get too concerned about it, but I think there's a positive to come from having to throw so many young pitchers here early.
All right, well, you already answered my next question. That's how good you are. I was going to ask you about some of the younger pitchers that have made an impression. You talked about Olivia Range. You talked about McAdoo. So let's switch to the other side and talk about Kinzie Hansen and what Oklahoma is getting from her at the plate.
How good has Kinzie Hansen been? I mean, you look up and down this roster, and you started thinking about it in the preseason, some players that you thought might be able to step up and might be able to make a difference as the newcomers coming in. And, Kinzie Hansen was one of the first names that everyone would come up with, the freshman out of Norco, California. And she's lived up to the hype. I mean, dude, she's sitting 447 right now. She leads the team with 16 RBIs. There's only, I think it's one game this season where she didn't have a hit, and she started every single game. She started at first. She started behind the plate. So I think that Kinzie has really carved herself out a nice spot, not just in the batting order. She's your three-hole hitter. I mean, you start thinking about and again, this might change when Riley Boone gets healthy, but as it stands right now, Taylin Snow's been great in that leadoff spot. Jocelyn Alo has had a couple of multiple hit games, and including a big bomb on, what was that, Saturday that was just crushed. And then you add to it, oh, by the way, there's a freshman hitting there in the three-hole with a sophomore All-American behind her in Grace Green.